Growing numbers of age, they're scary, to be honest. I've always been scared of the changes that the passing of time brings. Birthdays, every year, they plunge me into a cycle of existential dread, and it gets worse by the year. It doesn't help that we're growing old every second of the day. The age numbers are there as stamps to mark the milestones. What difference does it make to measure by seconds or by years? Measuring by years is scarier, personally. It tells me I have barely 40, 50 years in this world. Even that is not warranted. But when I measure life, moment by moment, it gets a bit better. In her essay 11, Sandra Cisneros says, "What they don't understand about birthdays, and what they never tell you, is that when you're 21, you're also 20, 19, and 18, and 17, and 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And when you wake up on your 21st birthday, you expect to feel 21. But you don't. You open your eyes and everything's just like yesterday, only it's today. And you don't feel 21 at all. You feel like you're still 20, and you are, underneath the year that makes you 21. Because the way you grow old is kind of like an onion, or like the rings inside a tree trunk, or like my wooden dolls that fit inside the other, each year inside the next one. That's how being 21 years old is. You don't feel 21, not right away. It takes a few days, weeks even. Sometimes even months before you say 21 when they ask you. And you don't feel smart 21, not until you're almost 22. That's the way it is. So yeah, as I grow older, I have every moment that I've lived, every version of myself, inside me. Which means I'm not really losing myself with time. I'm just getting more and more layers of myself. Still, as time makes me forsake my teenage years, my teenage self will always stay close to me. She will be the light that guides me for the sense of self she possessed. Despite everything she was seeing, it was commendable. And as I grow older, that sense of self kept fading. Maybe that's the curse of growing older. You never truly know yourself. Maybe that's why I often find myself consulting her, asking myself what that 17-year-old girl would think of me now. In my finite life, there are still moments of infinity. I'm not going to live forever, and that is why I read, to live 1,000 lives in one. I read so I don't have to put up with just myself all my life. I paint and my hands create worlds. I watch animations for the worlds others have created. There is infinity in moments of laughter. There is infinity in overwhelming emotions. And so growing a year older is not the end of the world. My last day as a 20-year-old might mean a lot of things, but reaching 21 also means being grateful and cherishing the moments of another wonderful year. But in the end, as Franz Kafka said, I am forever chained to myself. That's what I am, and that's what I must try to live with.